Ladies and gents, what is up? Welcome back. I am back with yet another episode from SandBox 2.0 server because we have 4 more light tanks to cover. If you haven't seen my previous episode about T100LT, go check it out because this tank is bloody awesome. And guys, I actually owe you one thing. I owe you T100LT's Tech 3 from Tier 8 because we do not have any information below Tier 8. But before I'm going to talk about our main guest today, which is Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, I'm going to show you T100LT's Tech 3 as well. But guys, as always, before I get into any further action, I have to tell you one thing. All what you're going to see is from SandBox server. This is where we're testing out ideas for the future. Everything is subject to change. What Wargaming needs is your feedback. They would like to know if they are moving in the right direction. So after watching today's episode, if you have anything to say, good or bad, leave your opinion in the comment section down below. So that out of the way, once again, we can get going. As I said, our main guest today is Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Now, after watching my yesterday's episode about T100LT, you thought you know what is fast. No guys, Rheinmetall Panzerwagen is overall faster vehicle, with a little bit less specific power to weight ratio, but this beast moves like crazy, with 1280 horsepower engine. This tank over here climbs even steeper hill faster than T100LT did in my previous episode. Simply amazing mobility. But before I'm going to talk about RHM Panzerwagen, let me quickly show you T100LT's Tech 3 as well, that I didn't do in my previous episode. And now over here we can see the Tech 3 starts from Tier 8 because this is what we are testing on SandBox test server at the moment. And in the Tier 8 position is going to be Tier 7 old, Tier 7 light tank LTTB with 85mm gun. 170 penetration, 180 average damage, accuracy is actually not too bad for Tier 8, 0.36 and 2.1 second aiming time. Rate of fire, as it was previously, is pretty good, 11.8 rounds per minute. And sorry guys, I do not remember which new tank is going to be in either Tier 6 or in Tier 7 position. I actually made one episode about this new tank which looked extremely ugly, but I do not remember the name of the tank. Anyways, something for the future. And so in Tier 8 position LTTP, and after earning 96,000 experience and after spending 3.5 million credits, you are able to buy old Tier 8 T54 lightweight in Tier 9 position with a 100mm gun, 208 penetration, 250 average damage. Premium ammunition is not going to give you that much extra penetration. Rate of fire 8.82. Now accuracy is not that good, actually pretty bad, 0.42 and minus 5 degrees of gun depression, as I remember, if I remember correctly, yes. Minus 5 degrees of gun depression. So gun handling on T54 lightweight is not going to be something super amazing, but 1000 horsepower engine is bloody awesome. 69 kilometers per hour top speed, 23 reverse speed. Amazing. But after earning close to 200,000 experience with T54 lightweight, you are able to buy this beast, T100LT, and as I said in a previous episode, this tank was ridiculously fun tank to play with. Now, I am pretty sure that they are going to do something to this vehicle. I do not think they are going to touch T-mobility, because all the rest of the Tier 10 light tanks are also really fast, but I believe they are going to nerf the frontal armor a little bit, from 120 to 100 or something at least, because at the moment it is, yeah, a little bit too tough tank to penetrate for light tank compared to all the rest of the tanks as well that do not have any armor whatsoever, almost. But today's guest is Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, Tier 10 light tank from Germany. Now this tank goes like a bullet, goes like a lightning. When I played a lot of games in a row with T100LT, I didn't think that you can be even faster than T100, but Rheinmetall Panzerwagen is even faster, guys. Top speed 75 km per hour, reverse speed 25, traverse speed 58.88. With my equipment, stock traverse speed 56.32. Engine power 1280 horsepower engine. And specific power is actually lower than on T100 LT, but as I said, that 430 extra horsepower engine is going to climb like crazy. Take a look at this clip on Himmelsdorf. Like, what the fuck, where is the hill? Can you see how steep that hill is, guys? But for this tank, up to 69 kph. What the hell, mind-blowing. This is the hill where almost every heavy tank is going to die, but this tank, whoo, what hill? I didn't see any. So yes, mobility is where this tank shines, but the survivability is where this tank doesn't shine. Hit points 1600 HP, which is actually 100 more than T100 LT gets and 200 more than on AMX 13105. But in tier 10 1600 HP, you really have to be careful. You have to be careful. FE 215 beacon, one shot you, Jagdpanzer, all those beacons can cripple you with one shot. Hull armor 30, 30 and 8, nice, 8, like, I don't know, pan at the back of the tank, and turret armor almost non-existent as well, 20, 20 and 20, but guys, this turret is bloody amazing. First time I am seeing, well actually not just me, first time we are all seeing anything like this. Check out how this turret works. Every single time you're going to aim downwards, your gun is going to pop out from the turret. I do not know if this acts as a hitbox as well. If you're going to shoot the gun, are you going to damage the vehicle or simply damage the gun? I do not know that yet. I have to test it out. But definitely it looks different and awesome. Next up, let's talk about firepower, and over here you have only one option, 105mm cannon, and the base specs are as followed, 6.67 rounds per minute, so this gun fires a lot slower than T100 LT for example, but you have more penetration and more alpha damage, 242 penetration and 390 average damage with every single shot, 390 with tier 10 light tank. This is awesome, as you are going to see from the gameplay action as well. Premium rounds are going to give you 280 penetration. Your standard rounds are APCR rounds and premium rounds heat. And this is really awesome that standard ammunition on a Panzerwagen is APCR, because it is going to help you out when you are trying to shoot stuff while you are moving and while your target is moving, because APCR rounds are really fast. So average damage per minute 2600, accuracy 0.36, which is really good, and aiming time 1.9 seconds, which is also really good. But I am using Brothers in Arms, tank gun rammer, ventilation and vertical stabs. I do not have to use coated optics or binoculars, because RHM Panzerwagen's stock view range is 440 meters. So with Brothers in Arms, with ventilation, 100% crew, and without boosting anything else, your view range is going to be 476 meters, and this is more than enough. And thanks to that, I am able to boost my firepower even more. I am not using food, at the moment at least. So with my equipment and loadout, my gun stats are 7.6 second reload time, 7.9 rounds per minute from 6.67, 1.74 aiming time from 1.9 second, and accuracy from 0.6 to 0.33. Minus 10 degrees of gun depression, which is just super awesome, and 15 degrees of gun elevation, and over 3000 average damage per minute. If you are going to use food, your DPM is going to be a little bit over 3200 average damage per minute. So overall firepower and gun handling is a lot better than on T100LT, even though T100LT fires a lot faster, but gun handling wins the race for me at least. Concealment almost the same with T100LT, which is actually really good, without boosting it with CAMO net, for example, or with CAMO skill on every single crew member. I have 100% CAMO skill on my driver, so this is where I'm able to get 23.5% CAMO value. Yeah, this is a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen on paper. Now let's take a look at tech tree and let's take a look what you have to do to be able to get it. And now starting from tier 8 we have one new tank, HWK-12 with 90mm gun. A standard gun, 8.39 rounds per minute, 180 penetration, 250 penetration with premium rounds actually, and 240 average damage, over 2000 average damage per minute. Dispersion 0.36, which is not too bad, and 2-second aiming time. So this tank seems like SP1C to me, without autoloader and with new name. Minus 10 degrees of gun depression, top speed 65, not bad, 23 reverse speed. So interesting little bugger. And after that, after earning 106,000 experience and after spending 3.5 million credits, you are able to get old tier 8 RU251 with 90mm Rheinmetall boomstick. 215 penetration, 250 with premium rounds, 240 average damage. Actually, with premium rounds you have more penetration than damage, which is kinda rare in tier 9 position. DPM 2.4k, dispersion 0.36, aiming time 2 seconds, and 10 rounds per minute. 10 rounds per minute is not too bad. So top speed 70 and 24 reverse speed, engine power 900 horsepower engine. I believe this tank is going to be quite nimble, but not as nimble as tier 10 Panzerwagen. What else interesting? Minus 10 degrees of gun depression, 18 degrees of gun elevation. So yeah, 420 base view range. Ooh, interesting. This tank is going to be a really good scout in tier 9 position in tier 9 games. So yeah, and after spending how many credits? Well, actually after earning 200,000 experience, this is what I wanted to say, you are able to buy this animal. Really, this is one beast of a tank. And now I believe it is time to jump into tier 10 German light tank Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and let's take a look at one battle. So, welcome to the Broker Ofka everybody, and once again take a look at the speed. At top speed already, 74-75 kilometers per hour, on paper 75, but usually on flat ground it goes up to 74, but depends on the mood I guess. And here you can see that moving gun system, and by the way the gun comes out from the turret only when you aim down, it doesn't do anything when you aim up. Just one little thing to note. And of course I got spotted because this position over here I wanted to get behind that bush where we have trees in front of us. This is the strongest, one of the strongest positions on this map, especially on this side of the map. But when we have 3 tier 10 light tanks in the game with amazing view range, I was pretty sure that I am going to be spotted by one of those light tanks. That was a good hit, but the D100LT bounced that shot. Bounced the 248mm penetration with his rear turret armor. Well, I had to hit the edge of the turret or something, otherwise it would have been completely random. One blind shot into the Leopard 1, and if I remember correctly guys, this shot was actually a hit. And enemy 100 is playing a little bit too ball steep, and ooh, same goes to me actually. I received one shot from Leopard 1 and from RHM Panzerwagen, but hopefully that E100 goes down. He is trying to back up, but no, our STRV 103B picks up the kill. That E100 was fairly unlucky because he got dragged 2 times in a row after using his repair kit. So down it goes. 1-1 is the score, and once again I have been spotted. So it is time to run away because my large repair kit is still on cooldown for 26 more seconds. I'm taking those random shots here and there, but actually you have to be careful with your ammunition because your ammunition capacity is not the best. As you can see, I have only 23 shells left. And a little revenge. I was able to pick up this kill. I believe it was the same guy who damaged me before. So still cruising around, and by the way guys, if you didn't notice that before, I have 804 HP left. So that means after receiving 2 shots, after receiving 1 shot from Leopard 1 and 1 shot from Light Tank, I have lost 50% of my HP. Yes, you have really good mobility, you have really good gun, but you have to be careful with your HP. You cannot afford taking any shots whatsoever. And over here I'm simply using the bush mechanics. I'm backing up as far as I'm not able to see through that bush anymore clearly, so my camo value is going to be at maximum, and this is what I'm doing at the moment. Easy blind shots. Not easy blind shots, easy shots from the shadows. This is what I'm trying to say. Next target, Leopard 1, 383 damage into him. It was a low roll, a little low roll, but the damage is damage. On the move, and nope. That shot was kinda random. I blame RNG. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. Now, our T100 LT seems like he's trying to move forward, trying to spot TVP, E4, 50B, 183, a lot of tanks still lower there. I'm aiming at the minimap, trying to hit that Leopard 1, just gamble, maybe hit, maybe not. I don't know if this was the best play because I have only 16 rounds left and there are a lot of enemy tanks to kill, 10 enemy tanks to kill. AMX 50B, and yes, I was able to pick up the kill. Full HP, T110 E4 has been spotted. It would be super awesome to hit the tracks, or okay, it would be awesome to damage him in the first place. Now, FE215B, at first I was thinking going for the tracks, but from that kind of range, let's deal damage. From that kind of range, trying to hit the tracks is most likely going to be waste of ammunition because you are going to miss more often than you are dealing damage or even tracking. So just go for the damage and you are going to be happy. But we were able to kill every single enemy tank on that side of the map and it is time to reposition. So moving, enemy team has been cornered in, only 5 enemy tanks left, 2 artilleries, actually 1 arty and 3 other tanks, and my teammate. Seems like my teammate, one of my teammates was jelly that I am so fast and he tried to hit me. I'm pretty sure that this guy tried to hit me, and yes. Someone has to be really mad that I am faster than him, but I'm already in my position. Minus 10 degrees of calibration is working perfectly over here. At first I was trying to hit the tracks, but then I said fuck it, let's deal damage once again, and oh, full HP STRV 103B. Now this time I was trying to hit the tracks and I did hit the tracks, but someone tracked him before, but it doesn't matter anyways because he repaired tracks. 378 damage and done. This is the game, a little victory bows, turret bowsing for you, or gun system bowsing for you for the end of the battle. And I do not actually remember how much damage I did. 4,400 damage done. And Confederate with 2 kills, top damage done, top experience in this kind of matchmaking with a light tank. Yeah. I take it all day, every day. Distance traveled 3 kilometers in 5 minutes, not too bad, and a lot of sniping. As you can see, over 3,000 damage done from over 300 meters. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was my first look at, or my first preview episode about new Tier 10 German light tank Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. It is interesting, it is once again really awesome tank to play with. It is not that annoying tank to play against because you can actually penetrate every single shot when you are going to hit this tank, more often than not actually, if you are not going to hit the very edge of the tank or something like that, just bad RNG. But it is definitely amazingly fast tank. It is good flanker, good gun, and I like it. And amazing base view range, 440 meters view range with 100% crew without anything else. I take it all day, every day. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was my today's episode. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative and helpful. And of course, let me know what you think about this tank. And of course, stay tuned for more action about Tier 10 light tanks, because my next episode is going to be about, either about AMX 1305 or Sheridan. So stay tuned for that. I get you next time, take care and bye.